My research question, I was looking at the Pew Research Global Attitudes Project data, which is basically a survey they sent to 100 people in a bunch of different countries and has some really interesting information about their opinions and beliefs. And specifically, I was looking to compare different countries and whether they had a favorable or unfavorable view of Americans to see if that at all corresponded with if they believe it's necessary or unnecessary to believe in God in order to have to be moral and have good values. So I put that data into Excel here so I can put the two data tables next to each other. And looking back, I'm not sure if I went about like dividing up this data correctly to include all the different variables, since it's kind of complicated since they do it by country also. But basically what I did was combined somewhat unfavorable and very unfavorable, as well as very favorable and somewhat unfavorable, to find the sum. And then I highlighted which ones were greater than 50% of the respondents felt either way, since that showed like the majority of the beliefs in that country. I did the same thing for whether they believed it was unnecessary or necessary to believe in God to be moral, and then combine the two variables to create this matrix, which I could do a chi-square test with. So after that, I put it into R over here, and I just used the counts in order to put in the information and the names to create this matrix. And then from the chi-square test, I found that there's a p-value of 0.3335, which is greater than 0.05. So that means that we cannot reject the null, that the two data sets are independent. So that's like sort of inconclusive, but basically means that it is possible for them to have no reliance upon each other. And you could kind of see that in the data when there's all these people who had a favorable view of the United States but didn't think it was necessary to believe in God, and then some that felt the opposite up here. So I think I'd have to figure out a little bit more how to use all the information in like a more effective way to get a better solution. But for now, that is what I did. So thank you.